2000?
Well, there was no evidence that any company was pressured to sponsor anything. The grand final breakfast has been established for many years. It's oversubscribed every year, and that's because the people that attend like to go and see the show. It's a very good morning in Melbourne, and of course it's attended by a lot of football identities, and I highly recommend. I think it's sold out this year, but if you get a chance next year, people should go along and have a look. No pressure on anybody, no evidence of any pressure, simply a suggestion from the junior counsel assisting in order to try and elicit some evidence. So I don't think that goes anywhere.
Can you see us in some circumstances it might be harder to distinguish between the two companies?
Not at all. It's very clear. Union members' money is used for obtaining wages and conditions for safety. Our union has a record second to none at looking after members. That's why the Abbott government is getting stuck into us through things like this political royal commission. But really, what a joke. We had a counsel assisting there today cross-examining a retired unionist about the lyrics of a Billy Bragg song, Power in a Union. $53 million to find out that Billy Bragg wrote Power in a Union. You know, it's absolutely extraordinary. But the real point that comes out of today, and that should not be forgotten out of all of this, is that Building Industry 2000 has in fact been a substantial donor to charity. There's over $200,000 worth of assets from Building 2000 gone towards charities, community organisations and sporting clubs. That's documented. The Commission have got it. We're going to back that up with further documentation. And we're very proud of the role that Building Industry 2000 has played in the building industry for the community and helping people when they're down on their luck. That's you know, one of the things that the company does, and the union's got no problem in being associated with that.
How concerned are you about the lack of record keeping?
Collapse in Swanston Street last year. CFMEU made donations, or Building Industry 2000 made donations, I believe. Did anyone at the CFMEU office report seeing any instability in the wall in the months and weeks leading up to the collapse?
The tragedy at Swanston Street affected our people very, very deeply. A number of our officers, including senior officers of the union, participated in the rescue and tried to save those young people.
I know that. Did anyone see?
Well, if you let me finish the question, and I'll take no more questions from you because I'll leave it to the real journalists, but it was a very, very tragic event. Building Industry 2000 helped out as best it could. In these sort of tragedies, it's just hard to know what to do. In terms of the incidents leading up to the collapse, they're subject to a coronial inquiry, and we hope very much that coronial inquiry gets to the bottom of it. But we are on the record as saying we believe that wall was left in a dangerous state, and the fact it fell over and killed 3 people bears that out.
Just back on the Royal Commission, did Building 2000 ever use funds to fund state or federal political campaigns?
No money from Building Industry 2000 has gone to the Australian Labor Party, any of the political parties. No money from Building Industry 2000 has gone to interfere in any other unions' elections campaigns. Anything that's been done by Building Industry 2000 has been done in accordance with the objects of the company.
What about the meetings at the pub, Dave? Is that an appropriate way to have a meeting for a fund that was controlling $1 million?
I think that Mr. Oliver said there were a range of informal discussions that occurred in a lot of places, including at the union office, around the street, and he jokingly said perhaps in the pub. Now, you know, you go through the records and the meetings of any PTY limited company that exists in this country, and I would suggest to you that there are a large number of them where the meetings and the minutes and so on may be less than perfect. But the important thing to remember here is that in 2013, before the establishment of this Royal Commission, the directors of Building Industry 2000 asked for an audit, and you know, that is on the record, and you heard the auditor give his evidence today. Okay. So there is really nothing to see here. You know, some of the meetings may have been less than perfect. The company was run by people like myself who are building workers before they were union officials. Not every T may have been crossed, not every I may have been dotted, but the objects of the company were kept at all times, and most importantly, the vast majority of money paid out from this fund has been paid out to charity, community and causes that I think everyone in the building industry would be happy to support.
Dave, from memory, Mr Secker was elected unopposed when he became secretary. If the fund was for union elections, what's being used for if he was elected unopposed?
Well, the fact he was elected unopposed is neither here nor there. I mean, any member of the union is able to stand as a candidate for election into the union. The fact that nobody chose to would indicate, I think, that the vast majority of members think the union is doing a very good job. And the fact that they are subject to constant attack from Tony Abbott and his tow rag at the Herald Sun would also indicate that the union is doing a very good job for its members. Thank you.